What's up, you guys? I wanted to do a video because I'm having 4 pieces of my art put up in a cafe in exactly a week, and there are 2 pieces that are unfinished that I want to be put up, but I'm kind of having artist block and I don't know where to go with it, and I also don't want to like experiment on the piece because, you know, time is limited. So I had this idea of just using Procreate on my iPad to take a photo and then just draw over like my ideas, and I wanted to take you guys along for the ride and, you know, just show you my process, and, you know, you can see if it's something that you'd want to do in the future with any of your pieces. So let's do it. I'll show you the pieces in question. So this is the first piece. I obviously need to finish stippling the rest of these guys, but after that I'm kind of stumped on what I should do for the background because I don't think plain blue is enough. I was thinking about doing some watery kind of vibe. So yeah, that's the first one. Okay, second is this little beauty. Let me cover up my messy dining room table. I think the problem I'm having with this is like we got pastel clouds and then we have like very bright, like in your face primary colors. I love like it wrapping around, but I don't know, I kind of want to change the colors of that. And I also was thinking about doing like reverberations, I guess could be a way to put it. Rings going around, like around here, and then like up here. I don't know, overall kind of like webby vibe. So that's the second piece, and let's get to the iPad and do some Procreate. So since I wanted to go with a watery vibe on this one, there's this one pattern I use in my drawings that I decided to go with, and honestly, after I drew it out, I was like, yeah, this is the one, let's just do it. So even though there wasn't a lot of experimentation with this piece, it was still very helpful for me to just get a slight vision of what it would look like and also what size I wanted to go with for these little watery specks. But for the next piece, there's going to be much more experimentation and we're going to go much deeper. And I will show you another option if you don't have Procreate or an iPad. So this is the final piece, framed and ready to go. I'm happy with it. Now we can move on to the painting and experimenting on Procreate. So I'm just trying to find the right color scheme, and I ended up feeling like black, the contrast of it, worked super well with the piece, but it was nice to just try some different things. I also want to remind you, if you do choose to do this, remember to draw things on different layers. So each little part of it that you choose to add to the piece, like you can see here, I have each little part on a different layer. So then I can go over to these little check marks and I can click them on or click them off to actually see them on the work. And it makes it super easy and quick to compare different things you want to try. All right, so if you don't have an iPad or you don't want to pay for Procreate, whatever the reason may be, I would recommend, and you could probably do this on a Samsung. If Samsung users have other methods, please comment below, let people know. However, with the iPhone, you can easily go to the Notes app. And from there, we're going to click on that little paper clip and choose photo or video and select the piece of art that you want to sketch over. And then you're just going to go up to that top corner and click the little marker, and it's going to give you some options of things to color with. It's not like the biggest thing ever, but honestly, if you're just trying to get some ideas rolling, it is totally fine, and you don't need to drop the $13.99 or whatever for Procreate. So I decided to go ahead and just get that black down because that was something I knew for sure I wanted to do. And at that point, I thought I had my full idea. However, I'll show you how I end up altering my design. And that's okay because the Procreate wasn't to finalize an idea. It was just to give me ideas and push me forward to keep working. Please forgive me for this lighting, but I wanted to show you that I went a little off the Procreate script and added this little shine in the middle, and I also added a little outline around the yellow little star thing. So after that, I kind of wanted to experiment back on the iPad again. All right, I updated my Procreate piece and just experimented with details that are gonna go around the star. Also got rid of some rings to make things a little bit neater, but I came to a final conclusion. So then I went in and just added my finishing touches with the rings, the little stars, and just cleaning up some messy parts. And I have to say, it's so nice to just go into a painting with a plan. I feel like I lack plans a lot when it comes to art, and let me tell you, it makes the process so much more smooth for me. And I just thought I would show you all the pieces for the cafe because I'm excited about how they look. Obviously this is the finished painting. I'm very happy with it. I feel like the vibe is so much more cohesive than what it was with like the intense primary colors, and you know, just it wasn't put together, and I feel like now it is very pleasing to look at. So this is the second piece for the cafe. These other two drawings I finished last year. So this first one, little sun, it's called the God of Time. Lastly, my favorite, mother and child foraging. I think this one's so cute. I made a little story behind this one, and it kind of correlates with this one. Like the lake in this drawing could also be the lake that these little guys are swimming in. In my world, that's what's happening. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gave you some inspiration to try something new with your art, or help yourself get out of artist block and be able to experiment with low stakes without messing anything up, messing up your progress. I had a lot of fun making this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So I realized I do have sunburn. Didn't realize that. But you know, summer's here, guys. All right, goodbye. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.